of recruiting under his belt, getting the players that he wants playing for him. And
yeah, and I think right now he does have a good roster to work with right now, just switching to Pitt.
Yeah, they were on the edge of several victories last season. That's a class organization, and Jamie Dixon left to go and coach the Horned Frogs out at TCU and had a very successful run out there himself.
Yeah, and Kevin Stallings, the previous coach for Pittsburgh, had 16 years of coaching under his belt before he came to Pitt 2 years ago. In his first season coaching for Pittsburgh, they went to the tournament actually that year, and they did really well. And it's kind of sad to see how his last year of coaching turned out.
Yeah, Coach Stallings is a good coach, certainly with lots of experience. Hopefully things can shake out well in his career and over at Pitt as well under Jeff Capel. So curious to see, how that all plays out. But Carolina's roster looks pretty good this year. They have a pretty good core returning, lost a couple of skilled veterans, it looks like. In your opinion, they look like they're on track in the ACC to be in the top 5 that they usually are?
Yeah, I definitely think that they will be a top 5 team in the ACC, seeing how Coach Williams has these guys playing. And again, if you want to go watch these Bahamas clips, just go search on YouTube, UNC basketball highlights, and the first thing that should come up is the Bahamas clips. If you watch them thoroughly, they have them spot on right now. They're doing really well right now.
Well, what about this Huffman character? What position does he play, and what does he bring into the game?
He's a center, and he was here last year, except he was kind of like a reserve player, so he didn't come in until those blowout games at the end of the games. But he did really well in those Bahamas highlights. He's a big dude. He's like 7 feet tall, and he's 250 pounds.
Does he carry that well? Is he kind of like Zion Williamson, or is he more of a classic center?
He's more of a classic center, but he seems like a good guy that can set the screens and take them and not go down or make the fouls.
Nice.
And then he can also distribute the ball very well for a big guy.
So a fundamentally sound center.
He's very fundamentally sound.
Well, that's always proven to be dangerous for a North Carolina squad.
Oh yeah.
If they have a distributor who is a monster on the inside, it kind of takes me back to the day of the 90s with Serge Swigger, Ed Cota, and Shammond Williams, and Antoine Jameson, and Vince Carter. That was a very fun and entertaining North Carolina team to watch. But it seemed to run around the anchor that was the center that Carolina seemed to always have. Any other new prospects on the Carolina team, any sleepers that we might be looking out for that you're aware of at this point?
Yeah, definitely. There's a high prospect player coming in as a freshman named Nasir Little, who he was ranked very high according to 247sports.com. He's 6'6", and he's like 200 pounds, but he's one of those really athletic players. He's kind of like an R.J. Barrett.
Point guard.
He can play point guard, but I think Williams is going to have him playing small forward. But he can shoot the ball, and he's really athletic, and he's not cocky about it.
Oh, that's
and
good.
It's really fun to watch those people.
Absolutely.
And he'll come in doing really well. Again, go watch those highlights if you want to see him play too, because he did really well.
Yeah, I'll have to do that. I'll look forward to going and checking these guys out. Sounds like Carolina is going to put together a pretty fun team this year. I'm sure a lot of the ACC teams are working hard right now. The guys are in the weight room. The guys are running. They're practicing. They're drilling. They're getting themselves in the mood, as it were, for the game, I'm sure. At least the winners are. Going to be an interesting year. This is always a fun time of year when the soccer and football and basketball seasons get going again in full steam, and we hope you're looking forward to it as well. Be sure to check in on a regular basis as we bring the latest in roster stats and results of play.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to leave it off this time. We touched on some soccer and some basketball. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop us a line at sixmanreport@gmail.com. That's sixmanreport@gmail.com. My name is Nathan Morrow.
My name is Mark Morrow.
And we want to thank you guys for joining us on the Six Man Report. We'll see you next time.